So I have a question for all of you. What makes a great speaker? Is it that they share an inspiring message? Or is it their ability to capture an audience's attention? Or is it their ability to use the stage to enhance their message? I think all of these are important in a great speaker, and I believe Story Musgrave has all of these qualities, which make him one of the greatest speakers of our time. So in my speech, I'd like to outline what he talks about, 2 techniques he uses to enhance his message, and how he uses the stage to enhance his message as well. So if you don't know who Story Musgrave is, let me introduce him a little bit. According to achievement.org, I have compiled a list of careers that he has. He is an orator, chemist, astronaut, which he is most famous for, as he has had 6 space missions so far, and he has helped create the life suits. The life suits, life support, and airlocks for the space shuttles. He is also a consultant, a mathematician, a computer scientist, a biophysicist, a medical doctor, and a physiologist. So on top of these titles, he has 7 degrees to back them up. So in his talk titled Design a Life for Yourself One Step at a Time, he is recorded saying, "Fun is the most important thing in life. If you're not having fun, you're not going to do it well. You won't do it with passion." So a big topic for Musgrave is that he is very passionate about life and learning, and so that is one of his main topics he speaks about. He also speaks at universities on chemistry and other math and topics like that, but this is what he's most famous for. So 2 major techniques he uses to enhance his story are, first, personal stories. Usually these stories are humorous ones of his early life, and they usually express basic principles that he has learned in his early life and throughout his life. So Rock Jedrick, an ER doctor and USAFR flight surgeon, described him. "Even at an age of 80 years, it is evident from recent speaking engagements that he continues to approach the world with childlike curiosity." So through his speaking and personal stories, he shares his childlike curiosity. And with that, we are able to relate to him because it shows how he evolved. He didn't just magically become to be an astronaut. He had to work at life, and he shares that through his talks. And that is easy to relate to. Another technique he uses are analogies. He often uses the analogy that life is like a game, and we are the players. Life sets constrictions or rules of the game, and we are there to figure out how to win this game. So analogies simplify his message in a way that the audience can understand, and his basic principles that he talks about are expressed through his personal stories and from these analogies. So on to my third topic, which is how Musgrave uses the stage. He is often seen walking from one part of the auditorium to another. So he'd come over here and he'd talk to an individual, and most of the time he would point to an individual and then switch to the second person tense to make it seem like that person is him in the story. And this is another way that he relates to the audience. So he could be seen walking over here, talking to one part of the audience, and then sharing one particular message, and then he could be walking over here and talking to another audience member in the crowd. And so he really talks to everybody in the crowd, and so that everybody, if it's a big auditorium, can see his face and really see his expressions and his movements and gestures. So just to recap, Story Musgrave is passionate about life. He is a lifelong learner, and that is one of his biggest messages that he shares through his speeches. Two techniques that he uses are personal stories and analogies to really help the audience understand his messages. And the third thing he uses to enhance his message is the way he uses a stage to make the experience more personal for the audience. So, if you've never heard him speak, I really encourage you guys to listen to his words and his entire inspiring talks. And so, thank you.